I interrupt your regularly scheduled programs to bring you a video on hair. That's right, hair. My hair and how I grew it. Now, stay with me. This is applicable to the situation that you are in today. I was talking with a private bar exam mentee client of mine, and we were discussing the state of my hair, particularly the length of it, which as of this recording is a little bit past waist length. Now, if you know me, I am a melanated sister. And though we are out of the dark ages where we think that Black people can't grow long hair, the fact is that a lot of people still find that an elusive goal. That's the key term, elusive goals. For some of you listening right now, the bar exam, passing it and getting your license is an elusive goal. So let me tell you how it's done. First, let me tell you what doesn't work. You're told in your commercial bar prep courses and sometimes private tutors who don't take the time and care to personalize your study, you're told to trust the process, do what they give you to do, and everything will work out. And you're expected to blindly follow one step after another. Give up your free will, give up your rational thinking, give up your logic, give up what you know about yourself to be true, and fit yourself into this box and just do what somebody says in order to get this goal. First of all, that goes against the grain. If you were someone who could just shut off your brain and follow orders, you wouldn't have gone to law school. You wouldn't be entering this profession where, by its very nature, you have to be an analytical thinker, a logical thinker. You have to be able to rationalize things and dig into things, go against the grain. You have to be an independent thinker to be a lawyer. So a lot of these commercial bar prep programs that require you to shut off your brain and just do what I say do, that by itself doesn't sit well. All right. So that's point number one and why it doesn't work to get you to this elusive goal. Now, it may work for some, right? Some people, they can more easily flex into that box. But I dare say the secret is that those people just do their own thing and don't talk about it. A lot of people who reach massive amounts of success move in silence. They just do their own thing and don't tell you. So that part doesn't work. This thing of forcing yourself into a regimen so that you can get to this place because somebody said if you do it this way, you'll win. And we've seen plenty of cases where that's just not the case. Okay, what does work? Here comes my hair journey. So I was speaking with the BART mentee and I was telling her how I think I was still in law school when I had this goal of having waist length hair. I read a book, I saw it could be done, and back in those days, it really wasn't a thing. If a Black girl walked around with hair that long, they thought she was wearing a wig. But I had read a book about how exactly it's done, and it seemed simple enough to me. There were a lot of pieces that I was missing, but the picture was given to me, and I knew that it could be done. Just like for law school and becoming a lawyer. You don't know what goes into getting there. You just were given the picture and said, that looks like a pretty picture. I think I'll go for it. And then you started the journey and found out how hard it is. So when I finally broke through in my hair journey, because I promise you, I tried this and I tried that and I knew about the secrets. So I tried like manifesting the end goal and seeing myself there. And I tried all kinds of things to get my hair to grow out of my head. If you know the science of hair, then you know that that's funny. But I wasn't making it to my goal. And in fact, I was taking multiple steps back, needing to cut off my hair for several reasons and all kinds of things. Fast forward to 2015, when I discovered the missing piece to bar prep is mindset. And that's because between the years of 2012 and 2014, I was struggling with the bar. And then I found out what was missing. If you don't know how to work with your mind, how to control that thing, to conform to your will, if you don't know how to control your mind to conform to your mind will do whatever the heck it pleases. And you'll be spending what should have been productive time trying to wrangle your brain into submission. So once I learned how to command my mind to follow through on what I say I want, my whole world changed. And to this day, if I ever have difficulty with a goal, it's because I forgot that I'm in charge of my brain and not the other way around. And as soon as I remember, everything just falls back in place. But that does take a certain discipline. And that's what we're going to get to. When we hear discipline, we often don't like the word. And I know what that feels like. And I'm here to tell you that discipline doesn't have to be some arduous, burdensome thing. Discipline simply means consistency. And the way to gain consistency is to do the thing in the way that fits you, in the way that you like, in a way that's appealing to you. So maybe now you're starting to realize why you hadn't been consistent with bar prep. So when I decided I know how to control my mind now, I know how to bring it to bear on my desired goal, then I just implemented what I knew for my hair goals. So I'll reveal the steps to you. You could take out a sheet of paper and a pen or whip out your notepad on your phone and write these down. Fast forward to the thing that you want. Tell yourself, I am this person now. For me, it was, I have waist length hair now. Who am I? For you, it may be, I am a practicing attorney in blah, blah, blah firm, or I am defending the accused in blah, blah, blah county, or I am transacting real estate deals. I'm preparing estate plans for the rich and famous. I'm signing football stars into their new contracts. Whatever your end goal is, see yourself as that person and then work backwards. What did I do to get there? I am that person now. What did I do to get there? So for example, in the case of my hair, I'm sitting here with like ear length hair, right? Saying to myself, I am the person who has waist length hair. I have waist length hair. Look at me with my waist length hair. How did I get here? And I worked backwards. So by that time, I was on my last go with the bar exam and getting ready to pass because I already knew how to work with my mindset now. And so I said, well, as a busy attorney, I don't have time for 3-hour detangling sessions with waist length hair. That's how long I would be taking to detangle my hair. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to sit in a salon and let somebody else take care of my hair. They probably won't take care of it very well anyway. By the time my hair is that length, the salon visits will be 4 or 5 hours at least. And I don't have time for that. As a busy attorney, I simply do not have time for that kind of upkeep. So what does a busy attorney do with her hair to maintain it at waist length? I went to sleep on it. Go to sleep on it, because the methods that you need to take to reach your goal are not readily apparent today, or else you would have already been doing it. So do what the scientists do. Question presented, go to sleep, because your subconscious mind will go to work on the answer. You will wake up with the answer. In fact, Thomas Edison, creator of the light bulb and all kinds of other inventions that we don't give him tribute for, he would be working on a project, maybe hit a bump and say, okay, I'm going to take a nap, literally in the middle of the day. And that's what I did while I bar prep too. I didn't know about Edison's story, but I would literally go take a nap after a study session. Like my first half of the study session, I would take a nap because your subconscious digests that information while you're sleeping. That's why sleep is such a crucial part of bar prep. Your subconscious mind needs time to knit all that information together into what you already have and hook the new information to the old information so that you have a cohesive picture. You have to give your brain time to do that. So I would scan my outline, go to sleep. And then I would wake up and then do my practice problems. Better yet, if you can get a full night's sleep and then go do it the next day. Edison would lie down on his Chase lounge, I imagine he had, holding a metal ball in his hand. And he would get into a theta state. Now, you can manufacture a theta state by popping onto YouTube and pulling up theta state videos. But he would get into a theta state, which is just the calmest state possible before you fall asleep. And the reason why he held the metal ball in his hand is because if he did fall asleep, it would drop to the ground and make a noise and wake him up. Because the answers do tend to come to you in the theta state. Delta state is when you're already fast asleep. That's the regenerative sleep. But theta state is where your subconscious mind is working, but you are still aware of what your subconscious mind is doing. It is the sweet spot where your subconscious mind can work and you can observe the work and come up with the answer. So coming out of theta state, you will have the answer to whatever dilemma you've been munching over. Going to sleep has the same effect. It's just that your theta state happens as you fall asleep and then when you just wake up. And the rest in between is your delta. But you will still have the answer. You will approach the practice problem. You will approach your study schedule. You will approach your hair regimen in my case. And you'll say, aha, this is what I should do. And it'll seem like some magical answer that just appeared to you. You can definitely give credit to your subconscious mind working out the problem while you were asleep, pulling together all the information you've ever learned in your entire life. It's responsible for about 90% of the information that you rely on to get through each and every day, the subconscious mind. Thank it is doing the work for you and give it sleep, okay? So the answer comes to you and then you apply it. And next thing you know, you're able to do something that comes easy to you because your brain gave you the answer on how to do it in a way that suits you. When you start with the end in mind and you work backwards and you ask, how can I be the person who does this with ease? I know I have to work, I raise children, I have a rigorous schedule, and I still have to study for the bar. And yet, I'm an estate planning attorney who creates estate plans for the rich and famous. How did I get here? Looking back, how did I get here? Raising kids, balancing work, and I just got to this point. How did that even happen? And your subconscious mind fills in the blanks for you and shows you exactly how you need to study today to fulfill that image of you tomorrow. So I got the answers on how exactly I'm able to do what I know I'm supposed to do to maintain natural long hair. You know, the proteins, the moistures, all this stuff, the treatments, without long detangling sessions and 4 or 5 hours at the salon every 2 weeks. I got that answer, and that answer worked beautifully for me. It was the easiest thing for me to crank out and do on a regular basis. I was able to be consistent because it was easy for me. I suggested the regimen that I follow to other people, but it was hard for them because it doesn't fit them. And that's why I scream out loud that one size fits all bar prep is not your bar prep. You need to personalize it to yourself so that every single thing you have to do for preparing for the bar comes easily and naturally to you. And you were going to do it anyway. You probably already do it that way for other things that's not the bar exam. That's the way you want to study. Start with the end in mind, work backwards. What feels right to you? Now, if you need a jump start on that thought process so that you can figure out sooner rather than later what works for you on bar prep, that's what Bar Exam Ready is for. It takes you through 2 assessments and some modules that will give you an inside peek into how your brain works, how your heart works, how your brain and heart can work together to propel you through bar prep in a motivated, energized way where you're consistent, where even if you don't feel like doing it, you still do it because it's natural to you. That's how you get past the bar. So if you want to go ahead and create a detailed, tailored study plan that works for you personally, use Bar Exam Ready. Bar Exam Ready is a study plan helper. It helps you gain the information that you need to know so that you can pick the right strategies for yourself, buy the right materials. So do it before you go buy another bar prep or hire a tutor. It helps you to choose well how you will study so that it fits with your individual personality. And when your bar prep fits with your individual personality, it is easy to be consistent. That being said, after you use Bar Exam Ready, then you'll either see that you already have everything you need, all the supplements and books and things that you gathered over the years, or you'll see, the 3 things that would have actually worked for me for bar prep, I never even bought. And you'll go and you'll get those things. But with Bar Exam Ready in hand, you have a completely dialed in study plan that takes you from day 1 to day finish when it comes to preparing for the bar. And what's beautiful about it is because it does rely on the science of the subconscious mind to help you gain and retain the information, your study sessions are shorter. Remember what I said about your subconscious mind owning about 90% of the information that you need to get through life? All you have to learn how to do is tap into your subconscious mind while you are answering questions. You don't have to rationalize and go through item by item or a process of elimination on your exam. You just have to know how to tap into your subconscious mind. And that just takes a little bit of practice, not a lot. So Bar Exam Ready brings you from point A to point finish, and it relies on the science of how the mind works. And it allows you to make that study schedule that is so natural, you are consistent with it just because. No forcing or willpower necessary. Look below for that. And if this video was helpful, if you found this teaching about how to fast forward to the end and work your way backwards so that you can find the most natural way of achieving your goals, if you found that helpful, please share this video with someone you know who needs to hear it too. Click like and please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. What's happening? I'll see you in the next video.